Think you know the story of the Titanic, the unsinkable ship that was doomed by fate? Forget the movie. The real tragedy wasn't just a physical collision. It was a perfect storm of arrogance, negligence, and fatal hubris. Here is the truth they don't tell you. At the beginning of the 20th century, the world was obsessed with technological progress. Humanity believed it had conquered nature, and in the midst of that euphoria, a ship was born, one that would be called the ultimate symbol of modern civilization's supremacy, RMS Titanic. Built by the Belfast shipyard Harland and Wolff, Titanic was the largest and most luxurious ship ever constructed at the time. She was owned by White Star Line and was designed not merely for speed, but to showcase British industrial power and unmatched luxury. On April 10, 1912, Titanic departed from Southampton to New York on her maiden voyage. On board were more than 2,200 people, billionaires, immigrants seeking a new life, and seasoned crew members. Among them was the ship's captain, Edward Smith, who was making his final voyage before retirement. Titanic was often described as unsinkable, but the reality was far more complex. The ship was equipped with 16 watertight compartments designed to contain flooding. However, this design had never been tested under the extreme conditions that were about to unfold. On the night of April 14, 1912, in the calm and freezing waters of the North Atlantic, Titanic received multiple warnings about icebergs in her path. Yet the ship continued at high speed. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spotted a dark mass ahead. Too late. Titanic struck the iceberg along her starboard side. The collision did not appear dramatic. There was no massive explosion, no immediate chaos, but beneath the surface, steel plates buckled and seams split open, allowing seawater to flood 5 compartments at once, more than the ship was built to survive. Water began filling the hull, slowly, inevitably. The greatest failure was not only the collision itself, but the shortage of lifeboats. Titanic carried enough lifeboats for only about half of those on board. Maritime safety regulations at the time were outdated and had not anticipated a ship of Titanic's size. As the truth became clear, the atmosphere shifted. The order "women and children first" was enforced. Some lifeboats even lowered partially empty, as many passengers initially refused to believe that a ship of such scale could truly sink. In less than 3 hours, at exactly 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912, Titanic broke apart and slipped beneath the ocean's surface, descending nearly 4,000 meters to the seabed. More than 1,500 people lost their lives that night. Yet the story of Titanic is more than a maritime disaster. It reflects humanity's overconfidence against nature, the failure of safety regulation, and the stark social inequalities of the era, where survival rates differed dramatically between first-class and third-class passengers. For more than 70 years, the wreck of Titanic remained lost in the depths of the Atlantic until it was finally discovered in 1985 by a team led by Robert Ballard. The discovery reopened old wounds and reshaped the world's understanding of the tragedy. Today, Titanic remains one of the most famous stories in maritime history, not because she was the largest ship, not because of her luxury, but because she reminds us that even the most advanced technology is still subject to the laws of nature. If you found this story insightful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth historical documentaries, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What other true stories would you like us to uncover next? See you in the next one.